G-Mamo, Luke here. I'm a developer advocate at Celestia Labs. So this is a video about the Chopin framework, and it's a framework that transforms existing Web 2 apps into verifiable Web 3 apps. Takes your Next.js app or other Web 2 app and turns it into a sovereign rollup on Celestia with a wallet embedded right in the browser. So in this video, you will learn how Chopin works, and then I'll show you how I'm using it to bring blockchain security and verifiability to this little side project I've been cooking. Before we dive in, a couple of quick reminders. Subtitles are available in lots of languages, so if you need them, turn them on. If you don't see your language down below, leave us a comment so we know. And importantly, if you find this video helpful, remember to like, share, and of course, subscribe. Let's start with a good question. What is a Web3 app? So at its core, a Web3 app is an app that's verifiable. That's it. Instead of trusting a third party to tell you what happened, you can check for yourself. And that's the key difference. Anyone, anywhere can trustlessly verify what was done and when it was done. So why does this matter? Well, we live in this era of rampant disinformation, an era where generating fake content is easier than ever. I consider myself pretty technically savvy. I've been fooled by fake X posts before. With Chopin, every interaction is cryptographically signed and saved as a blob on Celestia. If a social media platform were built using Chopin, verifying that a post was authentic wouldn't be a matter of trust. You could just simply prove it. But beyond that, Chopin sequencing ensures that transactions are verifiable and ordered. So going back to our social media example, you can prove what was said, but you can also prove when it was said, preserving the exact sequence of posts and comments. This is critical for maintaining the integrity of discussions and preventing manipulated timelines. Now, social media is just one example. It's the one that's easiest to grok because, we all deal with it every day. But virtually any existing Web 2 app could be improved by making it verifiable. All right, let's dive in and look at how Chopin works. Now, in a traditional Web 2 environment, a web server serves content to the browser, right? Okay, Chopin adds a reverse proxy between the browser and the server. You can kind of think of it as like a checkpoint that ensures that every request is signed and stored correctly. Chopin takes those requests, serializes them, and posts them to Celestia. From there, any node can replay those requests and reconstruct the app state. Now, Chopin uses oracles to ensure that timestamps, UUIDs, and random numbers remain consistent when replaying those transactions. A common complaint you hear about Web3 apps is there's so much friction installing wallets and all that stuff. Chopin embeds a wallet right in the browser that just works. Now, the wallet's middleware runs as in the browser service worker. It signs requests before sending them to the sequencer. The sequencing middleware validates those requests on the back end before passing them along to the app. All right, so those embedded wallets. Chopin uses Para to provide embedded wallets that create a seamless user experience. No friction, no downloads, nothing. Here's how it works. When a user visits a Chopin-powered app, the user logs in with their email address. A code is sent to your email, and you use that to log into the wallet. Transactions are signed on the client side using Para, so users don't have to manage their private keys. But, of course, they can claim ownership of the wallet if they do want complete control. The cool thing about this approach is it ensures that Web3 security is integrated into apps without disrupting that familiar Web 2 experience. Apps just work. Now, adding Chopin to a web app is really super easy. To show you this, I built this web app to teach Spanish ahead of DevConnect in Buenos Aires. I'll dive into that app in another video, but for now, let's focus on integrating Chopin. Ready? Let's go. All right, so I had this idea to build this website to teach basic Spanish before DevConnect. But of course, the Spanish we need in this industry isn't the Spanish people need when they're ordering coffee, right? So I had this idea to take crypto content and break it down and let people use that to study their Spanish. You can take a video, look at it, hide the Spanish, hide the English, whatever. I'll go into it in another video. But now you may be asking, why does this need to be on-chain? Why do we need a wallet? Well, for one, I wanted people to be able to track their progress. So I need some sort of user accounts. And why not use crypto wallets? But I had this idea to add challenges and contests to it. And of course, to make those fair, it needs to be on-chain and verifiable, right? Okay, so I built the website, used Next, TypeScript, Tailwind, all the latest stuff. Let's look at how we add Chopin to it. So we're going to start right here, Chopin Quick Start. I've already created a Next app. Go down here. Okay, npx chopd init. Okay, next. Well, next is just run it. I told you this was easy. So previously you access your web app through port 3000 while you're developing. Now you access it through port 4000. Boom. Okay, there's the website. Now, of course, nothing's changed. How do we know stuff's been integrated? Well, the first thing we need to do is add some sort of login button so people can actually log into the app. Now, again, if you go back to Quick Start documentation, it says to add the next framework. Okay, that's easy enough, right? Turn this off, clear that, add the next framework. Okay, so when you look at the docs, there's two things. One, to get the user's address, we call this function getAddress. If we have an address, we know the user's logged in. Second, to actually do the login, we have to redirect the user to the login page. _Chopin/login or _Chopin/logout. In the interest of not making this video too long, I've already coded a button, an authentication button. Let me walk you through it. So at the top, we import, the getAddress function. We call it in a use effect. Here, if we have the address, I show it. And then down here, I create a really simple login button that just redirects the user to /login. Okay, not much to it, right? Let me walk you through how it works. All right, going back over here, you see I've got this login button now at the top. Click that. Oops. Click that. And it redirects us to here. Ask for your email address. Okay. Now it sends a code to my email. Use it to log in. And instantly, the wallet is created. It's embedded in the browser. And now the getAddress function will return the unique 0x address. Okay, cool. You see, I show the address here, show it in the tooltip. All right, that's it. We're integrated. It works. I told you this was easy. Now, Chopin isn't just easy to integrate. It's really easy to deploy, especially if you're using Vercel. Okay, it takes like a couple lines of code. Ready? Let's do it together. You can deploy Chopin apps anywhere, but you can tell that they really designed it just to work easily with Vercel, just like they designed it to work really easily with Next.js. We go here into deployment. I have to install the framework, which I've already did. And you have to create a file called middleware.ts that has just this line. And if you want to create it, well, just copy this code, go back to my command line, clear that, and boom, I've added it. All right, what's next? Oh, that's it. Nothing next. That's all you have to do to deploy your app on Vercel. Install, create a new file, and instantly when you deploy on Vercel, it's just gonna work. All right, so Chopin is moving and evolving quickly. They are cooking. Lots of stuff is coming this year, including bridging to EVM chains, making Chopin completely interoperable with all of the EVM chains, support for external wallets like MetaMask so users can bring their own keys. OAuth login, now you can log in with your email address. In the future, you'll be able to log in with Google and other accounts, multiple wallets per account, and of course, the ability to claim existing wallets. This year, they're also launching self-hosting options for developers who want to run their own sequencer and manage gas fees. Okay, Chopin is one of those things that just works. Pretty much instantly, you can turn an existing Web 2 app into a verifiable Web 3 app with blockchain security. All right, links to the docs and my demo code base are down below. Let us know in the comments what you're building. Let us know how we can support you. And importantly, if you want to see more tutorials, subscribe, and also just check out our channel in general. There's a lot more content on there. Y'all have a great day. Peace out. Bye-bye.